Okay, well, let's make sure it's staying in focus there. This fly here is what I like to call the TTP, because it's got turkey for tail, turkey for a body, and peacock for the collar. It is tied on a Umpqua size 12U 201, along with a Umpqua jig bomb, which are really great. They can turn any hook into a jig because they offset the point of where the weight is sitting at. Those jig bombs that I'm using on this size 12 right here are 3.5 millimeters, and they're pretty nice looking. And then I'm also using this fire orange uni 72 denier thread. I'm just going to start by getting me a nice little thread dam built up behind that bead, and then I'm going to go in front and then back behind the bead and then straighten it back up to the top. And I'm going to do that a couple more times there just to get that to hold it in there nice and steady. Making sure we're keeping that bead right where we want it. Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead and take this copper wire. I'm going to tie this copper wire in, and I'm going to put it on the side of the hook facing you guys. Over there. Set it right back up on that bolt. And I'm going to go right back to just, I don't know, have enough room for enough body there. That'll do. Make sure it's staying in focus. It's kind of hard to see from my side. We'll go right about there. And then we'll go ahead and choose a piece of our turkey feather we have over here. And I want about, usually go four strands, 5 strands of it. That way I got plenty of it back there. Because that's the main thing, is you gotta have some. Sometimes it breaks off. Sometimes it don't. Just get them all nice and evened up. And usually you want it to be about a quarter or a third of that body length in total. So I'm going to go ahead and set them right about there. Give myself 2 wraps and then bring them back up to the top. That might be about right there. And I'm going to go ahead and walk that thread back to the back. And there's the tail. Run this back to the front here. This is pretty much the same pattern as a Frenchie or a pheasant-tailed nymph, but it is tied out of turkey. You'll find a lot of turkey feathers. And I figured there's no better way to use a bunch of turkey feathers that you find than to go ahead and tie up a few flies with them. Get that thread back to the front there, and then we'll just begin wrapping our turkey around there. I think these turkey feathers want to be a little bit of a pain in the butt today. There they go. I'll just wrap that right up to the head, just like so. And then whenever I do the copper wire, I always try to go the opposite direction of what I have wrapped the body with, and trying to get 3 to 5 segments on the body there in the back. We'll just go ahead and helicopter that off. It takes longer to helicopter it off than it does to just cut it off of there. So we'll get the whip finisher here, because we're not done yet, but we need to make ourselves a dubbing loop. Because that's the main part up here, right where the collar's at on this thing. Just leave that there for a second. And we'll grab ourselves just a little bit of this peacock ice dubbing. And we'll put it right inside there. Make sure it's kind of evenly spread out in between the loop. Get her twisted down. I like to preen it out a little bit, take out some of the pieces you don't need in there. And that's pretty much it. Just need to whip finish it, and then it's done. And you can whip finish it enough up here by the head to give it a nice little hot spot, but whenever I get done with this, you'll see that it has a hot spot already, because whenever you wrap that underneath the head there, it makes a nice little pink spot down there. See what I mean? It's got a nice little hot spot down there. Can't tell if the camera's seeing it or not, but that's pretty much it. And that little puppy right there is a good one. Made out of turkey instead of pheasant. Well, thanks for watching, liking, and subscribing.